Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is a cold, rainy day here in Russellville, Arkansas, where I'm at my in-laws' house. So it is important more than ever to have some morning tea this morning. My mother-in-law has a mug that says Florida on it. And so I'm reminiscing and thinking of my home this morning in the warm sunshine. But we're going to be heading back tomorrow morning, so we'll get back soon. To have our tea, so you know it's time for our morning devotional. And I'm excited for this morning. I think I say that every time, but we're talking about a very important subject. Before we get there, though, as many of you know and as I've seen, I am at my in-laws' house, and every time I come here, I look and I spend time looking at this little steel cube. And the reason this is so cool is because this is the sighting of the USS Sunfish, which is a submarine that my father-in-law, who you got to meet yesterday, David, a good friend of mine, if you watched the devotional, he served on. And David was an active member of the Navy for 20 years before he retired. I didn't know him during that time, but every time I come here, I look at this little cube that he has, kind of a gift from whenever they discontinued the submarine, of just like, what has this little cube seen as a sighting of a submarine? And where has this thing been? I remember showing this to the boys, and one of our boys, he wants to be a soldier when he grows up. And when you ask kids all the time, they'll say things like, what do you want to be? They'll say things like a police officer or a fireman or a soldier. And I don't think they want to be those things because they want to one day slide down a pole or ride on top of a truck or be away from their family for multiple months at a time, or even be on the front lines knowing their life could be at risk. I don't think those are the reasons. Instead, I think children have a deep desire to be courageous. And what they see in soldiers and firemen and police officers is they see men and women running towards the danger so that the rest of us can run away from it. And kids, they desperately want to be brave. Public servants, they give us a very clear glimpse of Jesus. Whether they recognize him and know him or not, every day, whenever they go to work, they are risking their life so that the rest of us can live within our freedom. They are quite literally showing Jesus, and some of them giving the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live our life as normal as possible. Jesus gave his life. Jesus was willing. He knew that we would never be free if death had the last word. And so Jesus set us free by sacrificing his own life so that we could live ours. These brave men and women who walk the path of Jesus are living examples of the sacrifice that he made for us. So, I think the least we can do is show that we are thankful to these men and women for the things they are doing. So if you know any local heroes in your community, there's easy ways that you can show appreciation to them. I recommend sending them cupcakes and writing them a letter, but it could be as easy as giving them a shout out on social media saying thank you for this service that I know goes unrecognized so many times. Every day when we pass by you, we're not thanking you, but you should be thanked. So if you're watching this and you are a service man or woman and you are serving your local community or you're serving our country, thank you. We cannot thank you enough. If you know anybody who is a servant, offer to watch their kids, so that they can go on a date with their spouse. They don't get to do that often enough. It's the least we can do, showing our thanks to these men and women for the sacrifices they make for us every day so that we can live in our freedom. So make a point to look for the heroes in your everyday life and show them and thank them for the service they give you. And the question for today, obviously directly tied to this, what simple way can you show your appreciation to a public servant in your community? Like, what is one simple way, maybe even something you can do today, to show your appreciation to a man or woman who's serving you and protecting you in some way? I would love to see those in the messages. I would love to share those to spur up ideas. Maybe what's something that you've seen in the past, what's something that you could do in the future, even better, what's something you're going to do today to show your appreciation. I hope you're all staying dry and warm. I know I'm going to, with my tea in hand. As always, please drop your prayer request in the messages so I can be praying for you. I love seeing your messages, and I love pretty much dropping to my knees right there praying for you. So please drop those. Enjoy your tea, enjoy your Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.